Alright guys, let's continue with this case scenarios guys. Before the break beta we were done with case scenario 10, 11, 12, 13. Yes or no guys? We're done with the 10th one guys. Now let us start the 11th one beta. You have a doubt? 11th question guys. Bhavya will explain us. भैया नहीं भव्य. देखो डॉन समझ रहे वो लोग, भैया जी समझ रहे यूपी का. Yes guys, XYZ Manufacturing Private Limited is a prominent company in the electric appliances industry known for producing a diverse range of high quality products. The company has built a reputation for reliability and innovation in the manufacturing of household appliances including fan, mixer, heater. XYZ Manufacturing Private Limited is dedicated to delivering products that meet the needs of its customers while adhering to the highest standards of quality and performance. None of it is relevant. The company operates a state-of-the-art factory that is fully equipped with advanced machinery and technology to ensure efficient and consistent production. The factory operates 25 days a month, running multiple shifts to meet the growing demand for its products. The company has spare capacity to additional orders. Each product type, fan, mixer and heaters undergo a meticulous manufacturing process that includes assembly, quality testing and packaging. Good for them guys. Now, the details that we need. ये भी टेस्ट में आया था, छोड़ दो फिर. Fixed costs guys are given guys. Factory rent is 3 lakhs, depreciation 2 lakhs, admin expenses 1 lakh, salaries 4 lakhs, total fixed cost beta is 10 lakh rupees. Number of units produced per month, normally 10,000. However, in the last month there was an additional special order guys of 2,000 units. That means guys in the last month production was, normally we produce 10,000 units. Last month we produced 2,000 units more guys, so the production is going to be 12,000 units. Are we all clear about this? Selling price per unit is 1,500. Additional info. Raw materials include copper, plastic and other materials. The per unit cost of copper is 80 rupees more than that of plastic, while the cost of other materials is twice that of plastic. So if you take plastic as X, copper will be X plus 80 and other materials will be 2X. Yes or no guys? And the total raw material cost per unit is 210 more than the combined cost of copper and plastic. We will use this relation first as we read it better to arrive at the raw material cost. Case study number. So here guys, let kiska cost be X guys. We are only reading that information below the table guys, those 3 lines. That is sufficient to answer raw material cost. Let the cost of plastic beta be X. So cost of copper beta will become X plus 80 or 80 plus X. Other materials beta will become तो बन जाएगा X. हाँ. Total raw material cost beta will be 4X plus 80. I have added all of these guys. They've also given us another relation guys. What is that? Total raw material cost is 210 plus 210 more than what guys? Combined cost of copper and plastic. So it'll be 210 guys plus copper is X plus 80, plastic is X. So this guys will become 290 plus 2X. You know total raw material cost is 4X plus 80. You also know total raw material cost beta is 290. जरा बाद में smile करो ना बेटा. You also know better that total raw material cost is 290 plus 2X. What will you do with both of them? Very good guys. Equate and get the value of X. Once you get X value guys, you will get all the raw material cost. इसके बाद में 1 line answer है बस. This is the only important part of the entire question guys. रमेश आधा बंद करना बस उसको. बस equate them guys and get the value of X. 105. 4x plus 80 guys will be equated to 290 beta plus 2x. I will get 2x is equal to 210, x is equal to you're going to get the value guys. Abhi beta, it says labor rate is 100 rupees. आगे का पढ़ो guys. Are you all done with this x105? Machine labor hour rate is 100 per hour. The total labor hours used in the last month beta were 36,000 hours. What is to be remembered beta is that last month number of units were not 10,000, they were, so this 36,000 should be divided by 12,000 units to get labor hours per unit. ठीक है, you will get labor hours per unit as 3 hours. 3 hours multiplied by 100 rupees guys will become your labor cost per unit. So labor hours per unit कैसे लाओगे guys अभी? Labor hours per unit beta would be total labor hours divided by what guys? Yes guys. One second beta. Your total labor hours guys divided by total output guys last month only. So the total labor hours as such guys are 36,000. Output in the last month beta is 12,000 units. So you will get 3 hours per unit. Can you now write total variable cost per unit guys? हाँ तो अभी वही टोटल वेरिएबल कॉस्ट में सब कुछ लिखते हैं इंक्लूडिंग रॉ मटेरियल कॉस्ट. वो तो डायरेक्टली पर यूनिट दिया हुआ है ना. टोटल वेरिएबल कॉस्ट गाइस, व्हाट विल बी योर रॉ मटेरियल कॉस्ट बेटा? बोल दे. प्लास्टिक कितना है? प्लास्टिक 105. कॉपर 80 रुपीज मोर देन दिस 185. other materials are twice the amount of plastic beta 210. Wages guys will be 3 hours multiplied by 100 rupees, that is 300. और बोल बेटा. Utilities guys are 100. Next, packaging cost beta is primary packaging. Obviously this will be included in variable cost only, 50 rupees. All put together your variable cost per unit beta is 950. What's your selling price per unit? Selling price per unit is 1500 guys. Contribution per unit is 550. This answers the first bit guys. First bit ka answer guys is 550 rupees. Contribution per unit guys is 550. Any doubt in this? Can you all compute the amount of break-even point guys? How will you compute break-even point beta? You're going to write fixed cost divided by contribution per अच्छा rupees में. You can also write divided by contribution per unit into 1500 rupees. One and the same guys. Are you all done with this guys? Can you all answer the second bit guys, which is determining break-even point in rupees beta? Break-even point in units कितना हो जाएगा guys? Fixed cost divided by contribution per unit, guys, and that is 10 lakhs divided by 550. 10 lakhs fixed cost is already given in the question, guys. Monthly cost में fixed cost का total दिया हुआ है. This is 1818.1818 units. In rupees, beta, you will have to multiply this 1818.1818 with 1500 rupees. Or you can directly divide by what, guys? PV ratio 273. यहाँ पे 025 आ रहा है. PV ratio 2 decimal points में लिया तो ऐसा आ रहा है. Your break-even point in rupees, beta, will be 27,27,273 rupees. Third bit, beta, is to compute what will be your number of units to be sold if the targeted profit, guys, is 5 lakhs. Break-even point in units is 27,27,273. If you're all done with this, beta, third bit, beta, sales in units will be how much? Fixed cost, beta, plus desired profit divided by contribution per unit. That is desired contribution divided by contribution per unit, guys. 550. Answer, beta, is 2727 units. Fourth bit, guys, now. Break-even sales if variable cost increases by 10%. First, compute revised variable cost per unit. How will you compute that? 950 plus 1045. Revised contribution per unit 455. Your break-even point as beta will be fixed cost 10 lakhs divided by 455. 2198 units. For the fourth bit, guys, if variable cost increases by 10%, guys, your break-even point beta will become 2198 units. Yes, guys, are we all clear about this? You have a doubt, Nishita? Next bit says, calculate the margin of safety in percentage if the company sells 4,000 units and the variable cost per unit increases by 10%. Best part, beta, is that we already computed break-even sales. Total sales kitne? 4,000 units. And break-even point, will you consider the original one or the fourth bit? So what is your margin of safety, guys, in units? 1802. अपन को margin of safety in percentage compute करना है बेटा. So 1802 divided by 4,000 units. 45.05%. That will be the answer, guys. They're telling us that variable cost has increased, guys, by 10%. So for that, beta, break-even point will be 2198. Once you get break-even point, beta, is 2198. Same question. वो गलती से आया. Last batch में भी हुआ. काट देना बेटा. क्यों? Why do you want to spoil the page? Just write no same as question 10 बोल के. सुकून चाहिए देखो. सुकून की तलाश में हर कोई घूमता बेटा. सुकून मिलता नहीं कहीं. Did you by any chance hear the poem on Sukoon? You should Google it. That female, this one female, she is written on only on Sukoon. I'm not talking about the other one. Sukoon pe likhi. It's very good. You should hear it once. And hear it in her own voice. It makes an impact. तुम लोग नको बोलते फिरो. तुम लोग ऐसे पढ़ते सुकून की तलाश में. Yes, guys. सुकून. हाँ खून. अरे तू काई को रे. तू काई को पूछा उसको. काई को बात कर रहा. तू हर एक प्रॉब्लम का तू ही है. Shut up. Yes, guys. Question number 13, guys. 12th one is exactly the same as question number 10, guys. Okay. Question number 13, guys, I have done in the class, guys. If you recall as such better, we did this question in the class. We divided, guys. Huh? So you can refer to class notes. I told you better that I normally give this question in test, but then because you've included in the ICI material, I have no other option but to include, guys, in the class work. Okay. So, huh? वो नहीं बेटा. ओ ये आईपैड उसके मैं वही सोच रहा हूँ क्योंकि अगर वो बल्ब उड़ गई तो वहां पे वो ऑरेंज लाइट आती है. अरे जरा रुको. Yes, guys. So this is the answer, guys, to question. Sorry, question number 13 is done, guys. Question 36 of class, but a marginal costing. You can refer to that, guys. It's exactly the same. All right. Question number 14, guys. Guys, most likely, ऐसा ज़रूरी नहीं है, but then what has been observed as such, guys, they're giving questions from material, marginal costing, standard costing, process costing, ABC. So, ऐसे any chapter, guys, wherein there can be multiple requirements, it can be asked. If the requirements are not multiple, better chances come hai. So questions of standard costing, process costing, there can be multiple requirements always. Materials also better, there can be multiple requirements. So that is why they are more favorites. ABC में से भी पूछ रहा है बेटा आजकल. तो ऐसा ठीक है. All of this should not bother your preparation because you will have to anyway study 100% and go. Next, guys, company Rontomax maintains its accounts in Delhi Delhi head office. All the records of Rontomax are safely kept in this office only. In the second quarter, Delhi office went under repair. Thus, for the second quarter, records were maintained in Gurugram or branch office. This branch's main work is to bring business to the company, and thus generally no records are maintained in this branch office. So for second quarter, all records were recorded and maintained in the Gurugram office only. At the end of second quarter, fire broke out in this branch, and unfortunately, all the records were destroyed. In the beginning of third quarter, a board meeting was going to be conducted and a performance of second quarter was to be discussed. Company Secretary Mr. Manoj was responsible for preparing a report of performance to be presented to the board. Now, he is under immense pressure as the records were burnt and thus he is not able to prepare a performance report. Faltu information. Manoj contacted the Delhi head office and received a copy of the first quarter records. He also got some information through emails shared between head office and branch office. He somehow got a lot of information, but this information doesn't make any sense as it is in parts and pieces. He called out for help of finance and cost head Miss Bharati, who's also a chartered accountant. पूरे क्वेश्चन में काम करने वाला कौन सीए ही रहता लास्ट में. हाँ. Now both of them are to task to work out this information and be able to present a summary performance report to be presented to the board in the board meeting. Data that Manoj was able to gather was there was a revenue of 80 lakhs in the first quarter of 2023. Its tax provision expenditure was 4,50,000 calculated on earnings before tax in the same period. COGS and operating expenses, guys, in the first quarter were 38 lakhs and 12,50,000 respectively. Quarterly interest expenditure was 1,50,000. Non-operating expenditure other than interest beta was rupees 13 lakhs. Selling price was reduced by 8% and number of units sold increased by 25% from first quarter to second quarter. We've reduced selling price, volume has increased by 25%. So you can easily get revenue, guys, for the second quarter. What is the revenue for the first quarter? 80 lakhs minus 8% into 125%. First you should see what is the impact of change in selling price, then impact what guys? Full volume guys. So minus 8% plus 25%. This will become the revenue guys for the next year. Variable cost per unit for maintaining day-to-day business operations is 30% of variable cost per unit of producing the goods. Most important part of the question guys is this and the next statement. बाकी पूरा question normal है. Please mark that as important. Variable cost per unit guys, ये वाला part. इसका मतलब क्या है guys? ऊपर if you look at the information guys, they've given us COGS and operating expenses. He says guys that whatever is your variable cost of production. Now, I will not have information. I will have to assume that the entire COGS is variable, which is incorrect because we do not use the word COGS, but I cannot help it. I will have to assume better that this entire thing is what? Variable. 38 lakhs का 30% कितना होगा? 11 lakh. So out of 12 lakh 40, 11 lakh 40 is variable, 1 lakh 10 is fixed. Now read that statement again. Variable cost for maintaining day-to-day business operations. मतलब operating expenses. Operating expenses guys are 30% of variable cost per unit of producing the goods. So to know how much is the variable portion and the fixed portion in that operating expenditure guys, they've given us that. But I will not be able to answer this unless I know what is variable COGS. There is no information given. You will have to assume that the entire COGS is variable in nature. Are we understanding this? I'll give that note better, don't worry. EBIT per unit for second quarter is 38.857, which has gone down by 8.285 from first quarter. Using this, I will be able to compute EBIT for the second quarter also. First quarter, we have entire information available guys to arrive at the amount of operating profit. Or EBIT or EBT or EAT, everything can be computed easily. Manoj tells Bharati about the general format of questions that the board asks from him every quarter. So they decide to find out the answers of such questions beforehand so that the meeting can be conducted smoothly. Following are the questions they are seeking for solutions. Consider yourself as their assistant trainee and help to find these answers. MCQs 1 to 5 बेटा. वो कभी कभी ब्रैकेट्स में 6 to 10 अगर आ रहा है ना गाइस, प्लीज इग्नोर इट, बिकॉज वो एग्जाम में गाइस दे आस्क वन आफ्टर द अदर, वहीं से क्वेश्चंस कॉपी हुए ना. अभी मॉक टेस्ट पेपर में बेटा दिस मस्ट बी द सेकंड केस स्टडी, दैट इज व्हाई MCQs 5 to 10 numbering. So anyways guys, what will you do guys? First present income statement for quarter 1. Uske bina there is nothing that we can anyways do. Let's all present income statement for quarter 1. Question number 14. तो सोच FM में 22 थे 21, यहाँ पे ऑलरेडी 14 में आ गए अपन. Quarter 1 guys, what is the amount of revenue beta? COGS, operating expenses में से I will just write guys how much is variable. Assume बाजू में लिख रहा हूँ बेटा entire COGS is variable. Variable portion of operating expenses equals variable portion of operating expenses. Question क्या बोल रहा है बेटा? It is 30% of cost of producing goods, मतलब COGS. 30% guys of 38 lakhs. How much will that be बेटा? 11 lakh 40,000. Total operating expenses कितने थे बेटा? So 1 lakh 10,000 guys will become fixed. Question में there is no reference made to operating profit anyways, guys. Question is making reference only to EBIT. तो यहाँ पे बेटा, do we have any other non-operating items other than interest? Minus non-operating expenses. Non-operating expenses कितने बेटा? This will become EBIT. EBIT is still earnings before interest. Operating profit, guys, is definitely equal to EBIT if interest is the only non-operating item. अपने हर एक क्वेश्चन गाइज ऑफ कॉस्टिंग एंड एफएम वी रोट ईबीआईटी एज ऑपरेटिंग प्रॉफिट बिकॉज देयर वाज नो अदर ऑपरेटिंग एक्सपेंस नॉन ऑपरेटिंग आइटम. यहाँ पे क्वेश्चन में दिया हुआ है बेटा, देयर आर अदर नॉन ऑपरेटिंग आइटम्स. इफ अपार्ट फ्रॉम इंटरेस्ट यू हैव अदर नॉन ऑपरेटिंग आइटम्स, गाइज, ईबीआईटी विल नॉट बी इक्वल टू ऑपरेटिंग प्रॉफिट. So here how much is the amount of EBIT beta? From this you deduct interest. Interest दिया हुआ है क्वेश्चन में, कितना है? 1,50,000. You will arrive at EBT 15 lakhs. You deduct tax beta from this. Tax कितना था फर्स्ट ईयर के लिए, फर्स्ट क्वार्टर के लिए? 4,50,000. You will get earnings after tax, guys. 10 lakh. Are you all getting the point, guys? Can you all compute how much is EBIT per unit, guys, for quarter one? EBIT per unit. Next page, first line. Second quarter के लिए it is 38.857, but this was less by first quarter by 8.285. 40. Guys, are you all following what I did? EBIT per unit beta second quarter का दिया हुआ है, and they have also mentioned to what extent is it lesser than the quarter one. So if you take quarter one and quarter two get details, guys, and take the difference, you're going to get that EBIT level. Yes or no, kids? Now use this EBIT, guys, and arrive at your volume. $16,50,000 total EBIT divided by 47.142. 35,000 approximately, na? Also compute tax rate, guys. You'll be needing it for the next year. 4,50,000 divided by 15 lakhs, 30%. We have all the information for quarter one, guys. Now we will start computing for quarter two. रमेश हो गया बेटा तेरा? Can you all present the income statement for quarter two, guys? But it is very important that you read the information, guys. Requirements क्या है देखो, उसके basis पे you will know why the question is slightly different. The question is absolutely correct, but the question is slightly different. उबासिया मार रहा और कुछ नहीं. हो गया guys? Is everyone done with quarter one? Sales for the second quarter will be 80 lakhs minus 8% into 125%. Minus 8% guys is for selling price per unit, and into 125% beta is for sales volume. If you want, you can also compute selling price per unit guys and then multiply. There's absolutely no problem. Answer guys is always going to remain same. What will be your volume guys for second quarter? It will be quarter 1 का volume guys plus 25%. Quarter 1 में कितना करे थे बेटा? 35,000 guys plus 25%. How much will that be guys? 43,750 units. What is the EBIT per unit beta? Quarter 2. Total EBIT बोलो बेटा. बोल 17 lakhs guys approximately. वो लोग आंसर्स राउंड फिगर दिए बेटा, उसके बेसिस पे आएगा. Now guys, what is the most important part here is, very good बेटा, थर्ड बिट में पढ़ो guys, क्या दिया हुआ है? If fixed cost and total variable cost doesn't change, वो बोल रहा है volume change होने दो. You will have to take exactly the same cost guys that you have taken in the last quarter. वो कैसे अपन को भी नहीं मालूम है. We should not question the question guys. The fact that it is variable in nature, it was supposed to change. But then the question says, do not change total variable cost. Why will you change beta here? Are you getting the point guys? That means beta, COGS same as quarter 1. Why same as quarter 1? As specified in question. It was actually supposed to increase by 25% guys, because your volume is increasing by 25%. But the question says you will have to take total variable cost same as quarter 1. So this beta will become 38 lakhs. अपने operating expenses में भी बेटा variable portion, fixed cost portion will remain same. How much is variable portion? How much is fixed portion? 11 lakh, 40,000 and 1 lakh. I do not know what are the non-operating expenses guys. नहीं दिया हुआ है बेटा. But I do know guys that my EBIT for the current year is, very good beta. You know that your EBIT for the year beta is 17 lakhs. This will now become the balancing figure. Are you getting the point guys? कितना है बेटा? 24 lakhs 50,000. Deduct interest guys of 1,50,000. You will get earnings before tax guys 15,50,000. You should deduct taxes guys at the rate of 4,65,000. You will get PAT 10,85,000. Now let us answer those bits. All of you better finish this. Arrive at the amount of EBIT guys. Are we all done with this guys? Did you understand the important part of the question? But it says that your variable cost guys is supposed to remain same. Total variable cost and fixed cost as per marginal costing, which means excluding non-operating expenses. I'll give all of those points guys. हो गया सबका ये? Let us look at the requirements guys. First requirement क्या है बेटा? Sales for the second quarter. Did you already compute it? 92 lakhs. Second quarter beta, as per marginal costing is asking us variable cost and fixed cost. As per marginal costing मतलब बेटा do not include non-operating items. डोंट वी हैव नॉन ऑपरेटिंग एक्सपेंसेस? वो क्लियरली लिखना बेटा, डू नॉट इंक्लूड नॉन ऑपरेटिंग एक्सपेंसेस. So your variable cost beta will be 38 lakhs plus 11 lakh 40,000. 49 lakh 40,000. Fixed cost as per marginal costing will only be 1 lakh 10,000. Third bit beta, he's asking us to compute increase in non-operating expenses. What are your non-operating expenses in quarter 1? Non-operating expenses guys, quarter 1 13 lakhs, quarter 2 24 lakhs 50,000. Increase kitna hai beta? Increase is 11 lakh 50,000. Fourth beta, tax provision 4 lakh 65,000. Fifth guys, amount of profit before excluding non-operating before excluding non-operating beta, matlab profit from sales you will deduct COGS and deduct only operating expenses. Sales are 92 lakhs, COGS is 38 lakhs, operating expenses were 12 lakh 50,000. कितना है बेटा ये? 41 lakh 50,000. These are all the answers. You are supposed to exclude non-operating expenses, guys. This is actual operating profit now. Your operating profit for the second quarter beta is 41.5 lakhs. Are we all clear about this, guys? आ गया आंसर आ गया. क्या डाउट है दीक्षा? Non-operating expenses, guys, increase 11.5 lakhs. Tax expenditure is 4 lakh 65,000, guys. And then beta, your operating profit, guys, is 41.5 lakhs. Can we start the next question, guys? Yes or no, beta? वो भी अलग है, guys, question. Not something that you have done in the past. Easy है. Not that it's complicated. Shall I start, guys? Should I start reading the 15th bit, guys? A garment manufacturer has been producing and selling t-shirts exclusively for the Indian market. His t-shirts are made of a specific material which is eco-friendly. It means that t-shirts are biodegradable in soil after it becomes unsuitable for use. This invention has been applauded throughout the country. Owner Vikas registered for the patent rights. Registered for the patent rights, guys, for his invention so that no one else can use it. Vikas feels that his invention will also be liked in foreign markets, and thus he plans to expand his business outside India. He feels that the US market is the first foreign market he should tap into. Current cost structure is direct material is going to cost you 90 rupees, direct labor 60, special service 80 rupees used in t-shirt making, out of which 50% is fixed. Fixed overhead cost beta is 50 rupees, administration overheads are 20, total cost is 300, profit 200, selling price 500. Correct beta Malik? There is no limitation of any resources in India. Vikas is able to sell 80,000 t-shirts each year. He is currently working at 80% total capacity. ये जो cost structure है ना बेटा, ये current cost structure है. That means all of these costs, guys, are applicable at 80,000 t-shirts. So if you were to divide them, guys, and write what is your total fixed cost, you will have to multiply by 80,000 only. Are we clear about this? After searching for potential customers in US, Vikas has received an inquiry for 30,000 shirts. units from a wholesale distributor in California. As per the inquiry, order will be placed if the price per t-shirt is reasonable and the order has to be satisfied in full. Satisfied in full, underline karna guys. We have a spare capacity of only 20,000 shirts, but we are receiving an order for, that means there will be an opportunity cost on 10,000 shirts. You will have to forego existing sales in the domestic market to the extent of 10,000. Otherwise, you will not be able to accept this order in full. Vikas decided to send a quote and the order was placed by the foreign client on the same day. Vikas, without a second thought, accepted the order but did not feel the need to extend the manufacturing capacity. Therefore, he decided to forego a few Indian clients. Wait, we have an opportunity cost on 10,000 units. This foreign order also required a special packaging. It is spent at 20% of the total prime cost per t-shirt. Underline guys, another important point. 20% of total prime cost per t-shirt guys. Prime cost is not necessarily variable cost. Prime cost is direct cost. 90, 60, 80. When you're computing 20% of prime cost, you will take 20% of 230. Though that 80 rupees includes fixed cost also guys, but when you're writing this prime cost के साथ बेटा आ गया विकास, कहाँ गया था? हाँ, तेरी बात चल रही बेटा तब से, जल्दी आ, उसको बाद में देखो बेटा. Are you clear guys? ये इंपॉर्टेंट है बेटा. 20% of the total prime cost per t-shirt बोल के, समझ में आया नहीं आया? The production was done quickly and foreign consignment was transported to the customs port via services from a carrier agency. It charged 80,000 rupees for one truck, whose capacity was 500 kgs to transport whole of the consignment, but the truck was 20% vacant after loading the consignment. अपन को एक ट्रक लगा बेटा यहां से वहां भेजने के लिए, जिसका कॉस्ट कितना था अपना 80,000. Capacity of the truck was 500 kgs, but we ended up utilizing only, doesn't matter, we still have to pay 80,000. Are we clear guys? Who charged 80,000? Matlab he is charging 80,000. End of discussion. Sir, why did they talk about 500 kgs and 80%? Next ke liye beta. Multiple other details are based on weight. Our weight of the product is only 400 kgs. How 400 kgs? Smart guys. 500 kgs into 80%. Bill of lading was filed and a professional fee of 25,000 for filing this was paid to a CA. Is this a direct expenditure directly attributable beta? Yes. Customs port also charged 80 rupees per kg per day to handle the material. Per day be important. Storing it in warehouse and for loading the goods on ship. The shipping company which was booked by Vikas for taking the consignment to US got delayed due to bad weather. Stock was held at port for 5 days. On 6th day it was loaded on ship. Customs port are going to charge 80 rupees per kg per day for 400 kgs for 6 days. Even if it is on the same day, it is going to charge for 1 day guys. Because they are not charging just for storing, it is also for loading the goods on ship. जिस दिन लेके गए उस दिन अगर भिजा भी रहो बेटा, even then you're supposed to pay that 1 rupee का charge. But now you'll pay for how many days? Next, shipping company charged 2,800 rupees per 10 kg of goods. We are transporting how many kgs? 400 kgs. So 2,800 beta is for 10 kgs. How much will be for 400 kgs? Insurance was charged flat at 1,11,000. नेक दे रहा है बेटा वो किसी को. Anyways, 1,11,000 guys. 111 rupees भी लिखना था आगे, हो जाता था ना. There is no customs duty on such exports. Answer the following questions. We will answer guys, don't worry about it. Question समझ में आया? Our job is to first compute how much is the amount of cost that you are incurring in respect of this order. The whole question is about minimum price decision. Minimum price decision beta is the bare minimum amount that you're supposed to charge in order to accept the order. We did all of these cases guys under CVP analysis. Short term decision making. So for that you should know how much is your variable cost and how much is the amount of contribution that you are foregoing. ठीक है? And then how much is the amount of other expenses, guys, which are not included in your regular expenses. Normally you will not incur all of this, right? So how much is the amount of all the other expenses that you are incurring as such, guys, and then arrive at the minimum price. समझ में आ रहा है? Requirement आगे बढ़ेंगे बेटा. Let us first understand the total minimum cost that we are incurring. हाँ बेटा, including opportunity cost also, no doubt about it beta. Can we all write the existing cost details, guys? First paragraph is relevant. क्या हुआ तुम लोगों को? तब से तीनों हंसते जा रहे हैं. స్ఫూర్తి డిస్టర్బ్ చేస్తున్నారా? అవునన్నా. डरा रहे क्या तुम लोग इसको? Existing cost structure is at 80,000 units. Variable cost per unit beta. Direct material, direct wages plus 50% of special service cost. Yes or no, kids? 90, 60 plus 50% of 80. 190. $80,000 है ना? एक बार बोल. 88 lakhs ना? Medicine. Total fixed cost, guys, is 88 lakh rupees. Are we all done with this, guys? Now, guys, new order. Order. हाँ बेटा, regard that. Junior too. Yes, guys. जरा बस करता कार्तिक. New order, guys. देखो शक्ल देखो मेरी. छोड़ दो क्वेश्चन. मैं भी ऐसी सॉल्व करो बे. तुम्हारी 30,000 units. How much will be your variable cost, beta? 30,000 units into 190. Existing variable cost. कितना ही है? 57 lakhs. Question में क्या बोला बेटा? Is there any additional cost that you are incurring? Special packaging. Special packaging बेटा. What is important, guys, is existing prime cost कितना था? स्पेशल सर्विस पूरा इंक्लूड करना. 90, 60 and so special packaging, guys, per unit will be 230 का 20%. 46 multiplied by 30,000 units now. 13 lakh. This is special packaging. Are you all getting the point, guys? Existing variable cost is 57 lakhs, but special packaging is 13 lakhs 80,000. Per unit लिया ना मैं anyways. हाँ, doesn't make a difference. Per unit लिया. So now I'm multiplying by 30,000 units. Guys, all of the costs will be in respect of the existing cost that we are incurring. Existing cost as such beta should be in respect of whatever you're incurring, and उसका you will have to take the amount. That's it. So existing नहीं है तो भी बेटा references are all being given to the existing cost only. हाँ, तो उसके बेसिस पे ही ले रहा हूँ. अगर तू existing का लिया, you're not going to include fixed cost, then you'll directly write 190 multiplied by 20%. 38 आता. That is where I've been telling you that this is very important, that you're not supposed to take only variable cost, you're supposed to include the entire direct expenses. If you take only new order, guys, you're not going to include fixed cost because there's no change in incremental fixed cost. You're only going to take variable cost. Variable cost beta is 190 rupees per unit. 190 plus 40 कहाँ से आया? हाँ, फिक्स्ड है वो. वेरिएबल 40 है, वो 190 में इंक्लूडेड है ऑलरेडी, इसीलिए. हाँ, वही तो हुआ ना यार. तो क्या बोल रहा है गाइज? इफ यू टेक 230 गाइज मल्टीप्लाइड बाय मतलब whatever is the existing amount divide by 80,000 units, you will get back to 230 rupees, guys. Then you multiply by 30,000 units, and then beta you take the 20% of that, you're going to get this only. You will not reapportion it. That is what. If they mention those costs, it will be as a percentage of existing cost. That's the whole point. क्योंकि अगर फिक्स कॉस्ट को तुम लोग चेंज कर रहे हो बेटा, you're changing the entire prime cost itself. I'm trying to tell you that only. Then you have to re-prepare a cost sheet as beta for 1 lakh units, dividing that into 70,000 existing units, 30,000 new units. You're not going to do that. हाँ नहीं, तू कुछ और ही बोल रहा था. अब ये बोलने के बाद में हाँ 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 कर रहा बीच में तू. नहीं, directly take existing this thing बेटा, prime cost का ही 20% over. See guys, if there is any reference being made to the revised cost including these 1 lakh units, you are changing the cost structure. Please understand that. That was not the intention here. The intention was only to tell you that you'll have to include a special packaging cost, and which is being expressed as a percentage of the existing cost. If the new cost is already reworked as such beta and you know what is the total cost per unit, then none of the bits will make any sense. Are we clear? So directly take that whatever is the amount of special packaging as a percentage of the existing prime cost. Are we clear about this? Very good. Next guys. उठ बेटा तो तुम दोनों बाहर जाओ, एक 2 मिनट डिस्कस करके आराम से जाओ. अरे जाओ रे. The next one beta is truck charges. How much is the amount of truck charges, guys? 80,000. What is that load carried, guys? Load carried, guys, is equal to 500 kgs multiplied by 80%, 400 kgs. After that, guys, bill of lading, professional fees, guys. How much is the professional fees being paid? 25,000. After that beta is custom charges. How much is the amount of custom charges? 400 kgs multiplied by 80 rupees per kg per day into how many days? 6 days. How much will that be, guys? 1,92,000. Next beta. After customs charges और क्या है? Shipping charges. Shipping charges that we are incurring as such beta is 2,800 rupees for how many kgs? 10 kgs multiplied by 400 kgs, 1,12,000 हो गया. Insurance, guys, how much is the amount of insurance? 1,11,000. What is the amount? 57, 1380, 70, 76 lakhs. Now all of you look at the first requirement, guys. एक second beta. It had sufficient funds in his hands, but he still raised a short-term working capital loan at 6.5% per annum for the satisfaction of this foreign order. Because he found a one-time investment opportunity which was giving him 9.25% returns. Foreign order was accepted on 1st June and loan was taken on the same day. Repayment of the loan will be made on 1st September. We have sufficient amount of money to execute this order. In spite of that, using export order as a collateral, we have taken a loan. We have no intention of using that loan money for manufacturing the product. We end up using that amount, guys, for a different purpose. What is that? Investing, guys, at a rate of 9.25%. That means because of this export order, I am saving money elsewhere. How much money will I be saving, guys? 2.75%. I am borrowing at 6.5% and I am investing at 9.25%. Your saving is 2.75% for 3 months. Can you take 76 lakh rupees multiplied by 2.75% into 3 by 12? 52,000. You remove that from 75 lakhs and that will become your net outflow, guys, in respect of this order. But guys, what is important to understand is, sir, why are we doing this? Without this also, you know, could have taken a loan. नहीं मिलता. Loan लेने के लिए you need a collateral. Yes or no, guys? The loan is being taken only because of minus, guys, net interest income. सुन लो एक second. Net interest income बेटा on account of export order. अगर export order नहीं होता, can you take a loan? So loan availed beta will be equal to 976 lakhs. Interest on loan beta is 6.5%. Return generated by investing it is 9 point. So what will be your interest income, guys? 76 lakhs multiplied by 2 point for 3 months. 52,000. 75 lakhs. This will become the net outflow in respect of this order. Answer slightly galat hai, because if this is the case, then there is some money that is blocked of yours also. Even if you have surplus funds as such, guys, isn't that money blocked? That money could have been invested elsewhere. Isn't there an opportunity cost on that? That also should have been given, but it is not given. You're not supposed to consider it. Are we clear? ये हो गया first bit का answer. Copy करो बेटा. Once this is done, all the other bits will barely take 1 minute. नेट कैश आउटफ्लो में अपॉर्चुनिटी कॉस्ट नहीं आएगा, गाइस, मिनिमम प्राइस में आएगा व्हेन वी कंप्यूट इट फॉर द नेक्स्ट बिट. कहां से कॉपी करना है? ट्रक चार्जेस भी लिख लिए, 76 लाख तक लिख लिए. राइट दिस, गाइस. प्रोफेशनल फी 25,000, कस्टम्स चार्जेस 1,92,000, गाइस. शिपिंग चार्जेस आर 1,12,000, एंड देन बेटा इंश्योरेंस फ्लैट इज 1,11,000. Add all of them, guys, and arrive at the total amount 76 lakhs. क्या हुआ बे? ECGC corporation will give cover against the exports. They are not the ones who are directly giving loans. They only provide surety to the banker that in case the exporter fails to pay the amount, do not worry, a part of the amount will be given by us. ECGC will not directly give loans, better. ECGC is not a development bank, better, like NABARD or SIDBI, guys. They are the ones who directly give loans. अब NABARD भी है बेटा, जैसे agricultural loans 4% पे देता, but they do not directly give loans to farmers. They execute it through SBI. SBI gives loan at 7%, 6%. End cost to farmer is only 4%. बाकी का नाबार्ड will repay to SBI कि तुम कस्टमर से 4% ही लो, बाकी का मैं दूंगा मेरे जेब से बोल के. Second bit, guys, they're asking us to compute what is the minimum price, guys. Are we done, guys? Can you answer the second bit, beta? Minimum price. अभी opportunity cost कितना है, beta? Is everyone done with the first bit? Minimum price कितना हो जाएगा, guys? What is your minimum price? What is your incremental cost? 75 lakhs, 47,750. What is the opportunity cost? Opportunity cost, beta, is 10,000 units के ऊपर contribution per unit. And your contribution per unit, guys, is 310 rupees. 31 lakhs. This will become 1 crore 6 lakhs 47,750. Minimum price in rupees, beta, per unit will be 106,477,50 divided by, sorry beta, 30,000 units. 354 point. Is the exchange rate given there? Yes. Minimum price, beta, in dollars. 354.925 divided by 83.86. 4.2323 dollars. Option A. Your minimum price, guys, will be whatever is your incremental cost. On that, you're going to add opportunity cost. Our opportunity cost, beta, is 31 lakh rupees. I would want you to answer the fourth and the fifth bit, beta, first, because third bit is incorrect. We'll come to the third bit later. But fourth bit ka answer is based from third bit only. Price, beta, is $4.9 and exchange rate is 86. Minimum price was 4.23. We are charging more. Actual selling price is $4.9. हो गया सोनल? यहाँ तक हो गया ना? Guys, can you all tell me what is the amount of revenue, guys, for the fourth bit and fifth bit? 30,000 units were sold at a price of $4.9, and the exchange rate is how much? 86 rupees. How much will that be, guys? 1 crore 26 lakhs 42,000. Fourth bit के लिए you will only take incremental cost. Fifth bit के लिए you will also take opportunity cost. So for fourth bit का answer, guys, I will write what is my incremental cost? 75 lakhs 47,750. So this will become my incremental cash flow. How much is that? 50 lakhs 94,000. From this, if I remove, this is answer to which bit? Answer to requirement 4, guys. Then I will deduct what, बेटा? अब वो आगे क्या पूछना बोल के नहीं मालूम है बेटा, कुछ तो वापस सेम चीज घुमा फिरा के पूछ रहे हैं. Opportunity cost, guys. How much is your opportunity cost? 31 lakhs. You deduct 31 lakhs better from this and you will get net benefit. They should have asked only net incremental benefit better. Incremental cash flow, who the hell will evaluate also? Why is it relevant also? How much is this? 19 lakhs? This is your net incremental benefit. Answer to requirement 5. Fifth bit ka requirement, guys, it is 19 lakhs 94,250 rupees. Third bit, why yaad? क्या extra 20 lakhs? They have deducted fixed cost for 10,000 units, जो गलत है. Book profit के हिसाब से they have taken revenue, they have taken incremental cost, and then minus fixed cost of 10,000 units. Okay, anyways we are already fully recovering fixed cost, तो existing 10,000 units का fixed cost कम कर रहे, तो वो 10,000 का यहाँ पे allocate कर रहे, जो गलत है. Either recompute the entire fixed cost per unit by taking entire existing fixed cost, divide by 1 lakh units and then multiply by 30,000 units. Are you all done with this? Answer to requirement 3, guys. They've taken revenue. Revenue is how much better? 1 crore 26 lakhs 42,000. Minus incremental cost 75 lakhs 47,750. Answer to first bit. Minus fixed cost of 10,000 units, which is wrong. Why fixed cost of 10,000 units, guys? They say existing production is how much? 80,000. We are reducing existing by how much? We are reducing existing sales by 10,000. So fixed cost to be recovered here beta is कितना? 10,000 units का. जो गलत है बेटा, you will never do on incremental basis of fixed cost. 10,000 units into fixed cost per unit starting में लिखाया था, देखो मैं 110. 11 lakhs. Deduct that beta and you will get that profit. There's no such thing, guys. How much will that be beta? Highlighted one. 39, 94, 250. Incorrect bit बोल के लिख लेना बेटा वहीं पे. Correct अगर रहता था बेटा fixed cost, it would have been 110 rupees into 80,000 divided by 1 lakh units. This is revised fixed cost per unit. This you should take beta for 30,000 units. That would have been the correct answer. Book profit के लिए. But this is actually the logical answer. To arrive at book profit, you should take the total fixed cost, divide that by 1 lakh units, recompute your fixed cost per unit, and then multiply by 30,000 units, not by 10,000. You have a doubt, Zohair? फिर ऐसी बात कर रहे हैं बस. You have a doubt? कंटिन्यूस बकवास करते रहते हैं, बोले तो ये करा वो करा, नहीं बैठना तो जाओ ना यार इमीडिएटली बैग उठा के. Are we all done with this? The last one is the correct answer guys. Revise fixed cost per unit. वो लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है तुमको अभी, मतलब लिख रहे हो तो ठीक है, बट तो क्या बोली, मंडे बोली ना, कल लास्ट, टुमारो इज पैकअप. हो जाता गाइस कल 4:30, नहीं तो 5 बज थी, 5 नहीं तो 6 बज थी, हो जाता. लेकिन फिर पार्टी करेंगे. खरीदेगा इस थ्रोइंग का पार्टी गाइस टुमारो. सबसे ज्यादा तू काहे को खुश करा रहे है? हाँ, तू माइनर है मालूम है ना देखो. माइनर बैंड लगवाएंगे उसको बाहर पार्टी के लिए. बैंड माइनर के लिए नहीं लगता बेटा, बैंड अंडर 21 वालों के लिए लगता है. पूरी क्लास को लगेगा बैंड. So when you go to clubs as such guys, they put a band to those who are under 21 so that the waiters can identify किसको ड्रिंक सर्व नहीं करना है बोल के. So अभी recently एक बिग 4 के पार्टी में हुआ था बेटा. Students created a ruckus. They were all 19-20-year-old kids as such guys. They were wearing the bands, but भावनाओं में बह गए थे. कुछ ज़्यादा ही हो गया था सबका. हाँ, तू कौन है डिसाइड करने वाली? मैं लगवा दी कहते, तू रेस्टोरेंट खोल के थोड़ी बैठी. एनीवेज बेटा, क्वेश्चन नंबर 17 गाइस. बट आई लाइक द वे गाइस एवरीवन concentrated for a minute at least. Yes guys, question number 17 बेटा. Hillfi या Hillfi Textiles Limited has been a major player. This question guys is in your, अच्छा 16th वाला छोड़ दिया ना मैं. Same guys in class. We already covered the question guys in the class questions only, exact same figures. If you remember वो semi variable expenditure है, we divided semi variable into variable and fixed. 60% into fixed, 40% into variable. I remember guys. वैसे if you want to know the answers to that बेटा, you can write refer class notes. क्लास नोट्स में जाके थोड़े बच्चों के आंसर नहीं रहते बेटा, देन यू राइट वॉट एवर यू वांट टू रेफर. नाउ क्वेश्चन नंबर 17, करेक्ट बेटा रमेश? This question is also covered in your material guys, but because this question is in the additional question bank, let me cover this now. Is same question guys, same figures is covered in additional question bank. Hillfi Textiles or Hillfi Textiles or Hi-Fi Textiles has been a major player in the textile industry, producing high quality polyester mixed cotton fabric. The production process is complex and involves multiple stages including spinning, weaving, quality control and packaging. The company has been facing challenges in controlling costs and maintaining profitability, mainly due to fluctuating material costs and labor inefficiencies. To address these challenges, the management has decided to implement a standard costing system to better manage cost, set benchmarks, identify variances. Goal is to gain better control over production cost, improve budgeting accuracy and enhance decision making. The same table got repeated twice. We might not have realized it, but Hillfi Textiles had prepared the following estimation for the month of April. So this is a budget for the month of April. There are two materials, cotton and polyester. There are two types of labors guys, skilled labor and unskilled labor. 1000 hours and 800 hours, time is given, rates are given, amount is given. Normal loss was expected to be 10% of total input materials. ठीक है, that means if you use 14,000 meters of material, you are supposed to lose how much? So 14,000 minus 10%. Output should be, guys, we did so many questions of the same variety in the class where 12,000. The actual output beta was 14,000. Can we recompute, guys, how much will be standard quantity for actual output? Standard quantities are always computed, guys, for actual output, not based on budgeted output. You cannot blindly pick up 8,000, 6,000, compare that with actuals. तो करी क्या बेटा वैसा? Guys, class में इतने बार बोला यार, please do not pick up budgeted output directly, budgeted input. Recompute standard quantities based on actual output. कुछ सुनाई दे रहा है तुम लोग को? So you will have to recompute, guys, and then divide that in the ratio of 8:6. You will get standard quantities, guys, for actual output. Labor ka part is important here. I'll explain that, guys. But let us first finish material variances. Do we know how to compute variances? Loss beta is how much? 10% of input. That means if the input is 100, how much will be output? 90. What is your actual output? 14,000. What will be your standard quantity for actual output? 14,800 into 100 by 90 or divided by 90%. 440.44. 16,444. उड़ाओ या नहीं रे भाई, फिर आंसर्स में जान दो, उड़ा देंगे. Are we clear, guys? How will you compute this, guys, for A and B? Can I term the materials as A and B? Cotton and polyester, but I'll write that only. C and P. 8:6 ratio. Standard mix. From where did I get 8:6? 8,000 and 6,000 meters. How much will this be, guys? 9397. दूसरा वाला बेटा 70. कोई करा एडिशनल क्वेश्चन स्टैंडर्ड कॉस्टिंग के? मतलब एक जीरो कम था बेटा वहां पे, मैंने ऐसे एग्जैक्टली सेम फिगर, वो एक जीरो का फर्क था, ऐसे बस बोल दिया मैं एग्जैक्टली सेम बोल के, बट हाँ ऐसे ही आया कुछ. इट वाज अबाउट 940 एंड चेंज. Cotton and polyester, guys, standard quantity for actual output 9397 and 7047, put together 16,444. What is the standard price, guys? 50 and 40. Actual quantity better. Next page पे 9,000 and 6,500. 15,500. Actual price 48 and 37. Revised standard quantity. You know that you have to compute revised standard quantity also. This will be total actual quantity beta in standard mix. 8:6 ratio. 15,500, guys, into 4 by 7. 8,857. दूसरा वाला 6643. We'll have to compute material variances, guys. They've asked us to compute mix variance, yield variance, which is sub-usage variance, price variance, and cost variance. Can we just present the entire table and finish off the variances? You're supposed to compute the variances, guys, after this and not sit like that. Starting with material yield variance, guys. The formula for material yield variance, guys, is sub-usage variance. SQ minus RSQ multiplied by standard price. It is the variance on account of change in total quantity, guys, not the proportion in which the materials are mixed. So you will write 9397. Battery खत्म हो गई बेटा, तुम लोग लिखो ये. 2 minutes. All of you continue solving the variances, guys. You will write 9397 minus 8857 multiplied by standard price. Because of rounding off errors, beta, because we rounded it off, we are getting 43,160 as yield variance. They have given it as 43,200. दूसरा वाला कितना आया? Yes, guys. So material yield variance, guys, you already have SQ and RSQ, guys. You will write 9397 beta minus multiplied by 50 rupees. 27,000. Exact 27,000. Yes, sir. 7047 minus 6643 multiplied by 40 rupees. 16,160. Put together 43,000. I am taking this as 43,200 favorable, guys. क्योंकि answer में वो है, so that we match our answers with the other bits. Next beta is material mix variance. How do you compute material mix variance, guys? Revised standard quantity minus actual quantity into standard price. 8857, guys, minus 9,000 multiplied by 50 rupees. 7150 adverse. दूसरा वाला बेटा 6643 minus 6,500 multiplied by 40. 57. दोनों का total बेटा is 1430 adverse. If you add them beta, you will get material usage variance. Directly overall bolo beta material usage variance. 40 770 favorable. Material price variance also beta will be favorable. Standard price minus actual price multiplied by actual quantity. दोनों materials beta we are buying at a lesser rate. First material at 2 rupees lesser, so 18,000 favorable. Second material, guys, you're buying at 3 rupees lesser beta, so that will be 19,500 favorable. Put together 37,500 favorable. दोनों का total beta 79,000. We are done with the first three bits. We got material mix, yield, material price, and material cost variance. Did you all get the same answers? We got material mix variance, material yield variance, guys. Material usage variance. To that, if you add material price, you're going to get material cost variance. Are we all done? Labor variances. Now guys, will you all listen guys? हो गया सबका यहाँ तक? लेबर वेरिएंसेस पार्ट इंपॉर्टेंट है बेटा, सुन लो. अगर टाइम कॉपी करने को टाइम नहीं भी मिला ना, बाद में कॉपी कर लेना. Just listen to the part. The first important step here guys is computing standard hours guys for actual output. ठीक है? And for labor guys, I will have to go back. जैसे वहां पे बेटा he is given us 10%. मटेरियल में इनपुट आउटपुट रिलेशन है बेटा. लेबर में आई कैनॉट से 10%. लेबर का वेट अगर बेटा इतना है तो 10% हटा के दिस विल बी द क्वांटिटी ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट मैन्युफैक्चर्ड बोल के. सो हियर as per the budget guys, what is the quantity of raw material? I know that I'm computing labor guys. This is how much? 14,000. That means output as per the budget is 14,000 minus 10%. 12,000. The number of hours as per budget guys, 1800. This will be for what output level? This is how you establish a relation. Now we will be able to compute what's the standard time for actual output. But there's one more point here. Read the question guys. It says 5% of idle time. ये standard question ना बेटा सदियों से चलते हुए आ रहा है. What the assumption that is undergoing beta here is that the time given beta is before idle time. It is assumed beta that this is time given is before idle time. That means after idle time as such beta, the rate is already adjusted बोल के 1800 minus 5%. 1710. You will have to take this. एक ही क्वेश्चन है बेटा सदियों से ऐसे चलते आ रहा है. They're not changing it only. Frankly speaking as such beta, you should gross it up as such guys or adjust it to your rate per hour. But then it is assumed that this rate per hour is correct and that is why they adjust it better directly to the number of hours. Now guys, what is your actual output? 14,000. So standard hours for actual output effectively beta will be, if 1710 hours is for 12,600 units, how much will be for 14,800 units? 2,000? 8.5. 2009 hours. This if I have to divide into those categories beta, I will have to divide in the standard ratio as per the question. 10:8. Skilled and unskilled. 111.116 and 890. ये इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट है बेटा. Idle time का छोड़ो, उससे भी important part is understanding that because details are not given, I will have to first compute what is the output as per material consumption. Take that as a basis better to recompute what will be the standard time for actual output. Because the number of hours given in the question will not be for actual output, it will be for budgeted output. Are you getting the point guys? Yes or no? Take in guys. Copy this part better first. And then after this we are going to present the entire statement. मार्क दिस एज इंपॉर्टेंट बेटा. लेबर वाला पार्ट ऑलरेडी कर लिए. ये क्वेश्चन में जो भी मतलब वो मेरे को मालूम पड़ जाता कि बच्चे एडिशनल क्वेश्चंस प्रैक्टिस करे नहीं करे बाय दिस ओनली, कि कितने लोग इसमें डाउट पूछे मेरे को बोल के. जो नहीं पूछे अज्यूम वो लोग कभी कभी एडिशनल क्वेश्चंस खोल रहे ही नहीं बोल के. Before only. Are we all done with this, guys? एक काम करना बेटा, finish off this as homework बेटा. और क्या है? The remaining part. If you want to solve any other questions, I can give them as homework. So you have a break better now. The next class starts after half an hour. Online students, break better now. The next class starts in some time. Bye bye.